My mouth's full of bread.
Too bad we're capturing.
Okay, where are we? There we are. So we just got partway through the first disc where we're leaving Midgar, which is like usually the moment when you first get to see how
We're partway through a fraction of the game.
Hooray! No, getting out of Midgar is the point where you're excited. You've spent probably 10, 15 hours in how much time did we spend? Like, we spent 6. It's easy to spend more time than that, like around 10 hours being inside Midgar. So finally leaving Midgar is a hoot. And
yeah, I spent 10 hours inside Midgar last night, if you catch my drift. This Norwegian whore I was fucking.
named Midgar, huh? She's named after the Earth.
This is good, yeah.
She's roughly the size of the Earth.
Well, so are you. Look at how fucking huge you are on that world map. You're the size of one of the sectors of this fat lady Midgar.
Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to get was mantra magic. There you go. You know, one of the best skills you can learn early on in the game is mantra magic. Use it from equipping the enemy skill and then getting hit by whatever the enemy skill is. In this case, mantra magic. And then here I'll show you why it's so great. So it's only 8 MP. And well, that guy's gonna die, but whatever. It's a non-elemental attack, for which most enemies aren't immune to non-elemental, so it does a pretty good amount of damage. That was all I really needed to do.
My brain is melting from the boredom already.
We're not even 5 minutes in.
We're 2 minutes in.
I said not even 5. 2's not even 5.
But you know, 7 is also not even 5.
It's true. Are you gonna name every number that's not 5?
6. 4. 5. Oh, fuck.
15.
15? Yeah.
25.
Now what are you doing? Making love to Midgar on the beach now?
Yeah. I was gonna
or are
show
you gonna
up.
be fucking these dogs? Presenting themselves.
It's only because it's a sneak attack. Body blow.
How is it a sneak attack? You found them. It's a random encounter. How do you sneak attack a random encounter?
They were standing up there on the beach, and we all went up behind.
Does not compute. I know, but how did you initiate that it was a sneak attack?
No, it's just random chance.
Boo!
Later on, you can get a materia that improves your chances of getting sneak attacks.
Boo!
Well, now what I'm trying to do is get into a fight with a Mew, but I'm not entirely sure that they're around here, but I'll take a look.
How about a Mewtwo?
No, they don't show up till later. And then they
the
just...
Cerulean dungeon, huh?
And, yeah. And when I actually played that, you know what one of the moves they gave to Mewtwo? Body Slam.
Why?
I wanted to give him a fighting move.
His entire shtick is that he has like one of the most ludicrously high special attacks in the game, and you gave him Body Slam.
I gave him Body Slam. I mainly used it because...
You, sir, are lacking in brain capacity.
I mainly did it because I don't think I had like a fighting type, and Mewtwo could learn everything. So I thought it was also funny. Just one of the better things to use against Mewtwo was physical attacks. And when I played, the main way that I fought people in Pokemon was my cousin had Pokemon Coliseum, but they didn't have Pokemon, so they just took all of my Pokemon and used them against me. And Mewtwo would just wreck face against everybody, but I could use Body Slam against people and he'd actually get a few kills.
So is this guy's arms coming from behind his head?
Yes.
Or is that like a... That's weird. I like the design.
Oh yeah.
Yes. We've already jacked off the enemy designs far enough in this game. Oh yeah. The enemy design of this game is fucking fantastic.
There's so many
it is so good. I'm gonna jack this game off until my arm breaks off. You know, Vital Fantasy. Okay, we get it. On to the next thing.
You're the one who pointed it out.
Yes, I
disagreed
simply
with
said
you.
it in passing. Then you're gonna make an entire thing about it. Oh yeah, don't make any startle about these enemy designs. Oh, and then just drone on about 5 minutes for how fucking great the goddamn enemy designs are. I
look
said
at-
it in passing.
Look at those wolves. You've never seen wolves like
I've never seen a wolf look like that. All my hearers in the Catholic Church,
No.
roaming up and down this Irish countryside.
It does look Irish, doesn't it? Oh, lovely hills and verdant
And the dreary skies.
potato farms in the background.
A drunk Irishman puking his guts out in the upstream.
Basically, this section, once you're out of Midgar, you just have to do about a 2-hour storyline. So I'm going to try to cram it into an hour here. I'm sorry to say. Hope you're excited for this story. Did you actually want to pay attention to the story or just want to talk over most of it?
I haven't been paying attention so far. Might as well keep that streak going.
Some more lovely music.
About a girl.
We named him Stitch Face.
You know what's funny? Our commentary is, for the most part, so unrelated to this game because there's almost nothing going on that I accidentally named Final Fantasy Part 6 Part 5, and so the video for it. So that last episode we did that hasn't been released yet as the time of this recording. I tried to sync up with Final Fantasy VII Part 5's audio, and I got 20 minutes in before I realized, this doesn't really make much sense. There's one part where we talk about in passing about some propellers spinning, and we're in the middle of a laboratory for some reason. I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. Let me see. Oh, fuck.
It took you that long to notice?
It's so inconsequential. It's so supremely boring that I didn't notice for 20 minutes. I spend more time looking at our waveforms than I spend looking at the video. That's how fucking boring the video is in this game. I hate playing this game. It's so goddamn boring.
Well, I hope the fans disagree.
I'm sure they will. Go to hell, Jerselbahongluck. Yeah, this game's a national treasure. No, it's not. It was made in goddamn Japan. Get the hell out of here.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. There'd be a national treasure. Well, it would be for Japan.
Exactly. Not for us. Not for the Americas.
The Americas. Mexico, South America, Central
Yeah,
America.
Final Fantasy VI was made in Mexico, but
Canada.
most people will look over that fact.
El Cid.
Chocobo!
The Chocobo theme sounds a little bit different, doesn't it? I met a guy who's never smacked a pinata.
And this matters to me why?
I don't know. He thought it was an interesting fact about himself.
I met a guy that never shat in an outhouse. Let me tell you.
Well, in a city that's predominantly like Latino, that's kind of weird. Just never having hit a pinata. Like he's had candy for a
I met a
pinata.
guy that, whose daughter never had a quinceañera. It's fucking ridiculous.
Even my daughter's had a quinceañera. I don't even
She's
have
not
a
Mexican.
or a daughter. Wait.
More of just an amorphous blob that's been growing in the corner of my kitchen.
She's some goo I made once.
Aren't we all in some way or another?
Just goo in a corner.
Semen.
In part. Some more than others.
I skeeted on the remnants of a chicken egg in the kitchen, and that's what came out. It's a chocobo.
And that, Billy, is how chocobos were made.
Genetic abominations that have no right to be on this earth.
Just come on things. That's how you make the world a better place.
That's how Final Fantasy works. That's how the main character of Final Fantasy IX was made. Skeeting on a lion.
At a zoo or a wild lion? There's a difference.
Well, the excitement probably is what aroused the guy to skeet on him in the first place, so probably a wild one.
Yeah.
See, we're sort of talking about the game now, aren't we? Isn't this cherishing?
Yeah, definitely talking about the game.
We're talking about a part of another game of the same series. What are you doing now?
Oh, sorry. Buying different. I can buy another steel. I've been buying some materia that just became available. Earth heal, which gets rid of status effects, and I bought another steel just in case. And here's the first. Okay, so here's the first time you can buy, I think, better weapons for your main character, and they're worse than the ones that you can steal. Like you can get like 2 hours before this.
Which is what you did.
Right.
Such as that edge thing.
Right. You can get some better ones for other characters, but pretty much if you can buy them, they're worse. If you can steal them, they're better.
Full metal staff.
7.62 millimeter. And so here's you can see why I got all the carbon bangles, because the armlets they do offer up are worse. So it did make sense. I did all those things for reasons.
Oh, I'm sure you had your reasons.
It wasn't just purely
same
wasting
way
time.
I had reasons why I flashed those kids in the park yesterday, but I mean, the cops wouldn't believe me. They don't care.
Well,
I said it was because the Blorgians were going to invade the U.S. again if I didn't flash those little girls. But, you know, they just thought it was crazy.
Well, you don't sound crazy to me. I'm worried about Blorgian overtaking us.
The cops didn't, though.
Well, they don't appreciate your penis like I do. There's a song.
Your wife don't understand your penis, but I do.
Everything's sung as if by Lurleen Lumpkin. What a great name.
It's one of the only episodes Matt Groening wrote.
Really?
No. Because Matt Groening's not that funny.
Ooh. Not as funny as Schwartzwelder.
I'm gonna get sued by the executive estate of Matt Groening.
Executive estate? He's not dead.
His brain is.
His creativity sure died a long time ago.
Along with his spirit and his candidness.
Candidness?
Candidness.
Candidness. Gotcha.
His candid nature, as it were.
And so there I was running around the town grabbing all the different hidden items. There's one more that I think I can get. Yeah, I can do it. Oh.
As I've said, I've been blind to the happenings of this game for about 3 parts now. There's a green thing. A nightcap, as it were.
It's what different items look like on the overworld map.
So what, you just had to tap it 7 times?
Yeah. Just had to click on it a bunch before he finally gets mad. Just knocks it over.
How would people ever know to do that? They wouldn't. Stupid. On to the next part, that's stupid.
You're so full of energy for this. You're more excited by the chair squeaking than you are the game. Would you like it more if you were playing it?
No.
No.
I would hate it more.
Why would you hate it more? Because then you're being subjected to it.
It means that I have to think.
Oh, I got you. Oh, I might have to have you look up something else again here in a little bit.
Oh.
Can you look up like Final Fantasy VII piano tune? I think is what it is.
You want to tune a piano?
Yeah. Because
Hey, there's Sephiroth, the
You know who he is?
Magnificent. I did play Kingdom Hearts, you know.
Oh yeah. Where he's voiced by Lance Bass.
Yeah, that was funny.
Why? Why was he voiced by Lance Bass? Why out of like all the people that you would think of, like who should voice this, like one of the greatest video game villains of all time? Who should do it? And he's going alongside somebody like James Woods. And who do they use? They use Lance Bass.
Well, it's because, you know, he's an effeminate homosexual. Sephiroth is an effeminate homosexual. The pieces match up.
Where is Sephiroth an effeminate homosexual?
Look at that hair. Look. Look at that V-neck he's got going with his trench coat.
V-neck and trench coat. Just because he's got a plunging neckline.
Not to mention that you got the earring on the right ear.
Oh.
Yeah, he takes it up the pooper.
Yeah, he sure does. Yeah, see, here's one of the dragon designs.
Quite rotund, if you ask me.
And that's the story of our hero.
God bless that man.
He died in a ditch, killed by a dragon.
Died doing what he loved. Dying.
And that's how I died. Covered in dragon wounds and on fire in a rain.
And that's why I have to flash little kids at the park.
In a rain-filled ditch. Do you think like if you went to a park and just flashed your chest, you'd be okay? You just can't flash your dick?
Oh, obviously chest would be fine, unless you're a chick.
See, that's sexism. That's bullshit. Well, maybe if I did it, because I kind of have tits.
Yeah.
Like, well, there's something certainly wrong with what he's doing, but it's not illegal.
I would only go to a nude beach if there was enough old people there to keep my dick down. 'Cause my sex drive is just so goddamn
just
high.
imagine just gorgeous ladies walking around the nude beach.
Well, I'm sure there's at least one or
mostly
two.
old people.
I know. There's got to be at least one or two.
Yeah, probably, but you're not supposed to like go there and like, oh.
Yeah, just trip and fall in.
Oh dear.
Did you hear about that one case? There's like a guy that actually got off by saying that like off of rape charges because he said he tripped and fell inside a chick's vagina.
It's a really good aim. or fortuitous
very
aim, I
lucky.
suppose. Bad for him.
It's gotta be like the stupidest excuse, and he somehow still got away with it.
It's not as bad as the Twinkie defense.
And what's that?
Some guy killed him.
The Twinkie made me do it?
No, well, pretty much. This guy killed another person, and he said the reason he did it is he ate too many Twinkies, and it messed with his blood sugar, and it made him act rashly, and so he killed someone, and he got away with it. Check it out sometime. Google Twinkie defense.
I plead insanity on the case of Twinkies.
That's pretty much what he did. He pleaded temporary insanity from eating too many Twinkies and got away with it. I mean, of course it helped that he was a rich white dude, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, by that logic, couldn't I say that, I was drunk, therefore temporarily out of my senses?
No, that one doesn't fly, unfortunately.
But Twinkies do?
Twinkies aren't a normal substance. Yeah. Twinkies aren't like a normal, drug substance. You don't do Twinkies to get tweaked. Oh, man, we're gonna get twinked tonight.
So what? If I, huffed a bunch of varnish or something, then I would get away with murder, but
if you huffed a bunch of, I don't know, maybe you were cleaning out, your cat box or something, maybe that would do it. Like you cleaned out your cat box and
eating kitty litter,
well, maybe
eating kitty litter for some reason. I can get away with murdering someone, but not with beer,
not huffing. Yes,
or heroin. Or PCP. That's stupid.
No, I agree with you. It's very stupid.
I should be able to murder whoever I want, whenever I want, despite whatever substances may be flowing through my veins.
Works for me. And it's just you, right? Not everybody?
Just me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that one caveat. I can defend myself.
Not if I got a gun.
That's what I'm better with.
You can't defend yourself against a gun.
Well, it depends on the range.
Right. Bow. Right now, dead.
Ow!
Yeah, you're dead.
Well, not here in this moment, but,
that's what would happen. It'll get you when you're least suspecting it.
But that's what I would most expect it.
Nuh-uh. So I would do it when you're medium expecting it.
Oh, okay. That makes the most sense. I found her underwear.
It's good for the back.
Your vagina's way out of alignment.
You have to use this underwear for a few years. And you only get one, so don't lose it.
Did you look up the piano thing?
No.
Oh, do you mind doing that?
Why?
I have to play a certain song to get an item later.
Smoke, smoke, weed every day. Yep, do Piano Man by Billy Joel. Free bird.
I'm as free as a bird now. And this bird you cannot change. I'm gonna
Do re mi te la do re mi so fa do re do.
We're gonna have to switch. Or I'm gonna have to walk over there while I do this.
X S T R1 plus T R1 plus S. What the fuck is S?
Square.
Why don't you just say square?
I don't know.
Triangle.
Let me try this out. Here we go. That's all I had to do. Just Google it, kids. You know, as long as you click on the I really jammed on it, I think you're fine. But I always play that one just to make sure, because you also have to play it again later, and then you'll get an item for it.
He's reaching some pretty high notes for being on the left end of the piano.
The keys also look kind of weird, don't they? Like several digits. Anyhow. Mary had a little...
I've heard this melody somewhere before.
It just plays some random gibberish before and after, but yeah. So I think you are supposed to play that part. Okay. Do I have to talk to my mom? I don't think I do.
I think partly why I'm getting bored is simply because this is the longest Let's Play we've ever done so far.
Is it really? Shouldn't we be celebrating?
Yes, celebrating.
We could get drunk.
We could.
You know. Okay, good.
I haven't got sauced up in a while. Not since New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, I guess New Year's was closer than my birthday was. I wanted to wear that cape. When you say student, did you say fun bag?
I named her myself.
After the equipment she likes hitting. Certainly not after a large bosom.
I like punching her tits. Sephiroth. So wait, is this the past then?
Yeah, this all took place in Cloud's past, before he met up with Avalanche. I don't have to do any of the other story stuff because no items you find show up. You don't keep anything because it's in the past, so it doesn't. You look like a dead person. You look like one of the victims from The Ring just now.
Yeah.
Just sprawled out, mouth agape, like one of those blow up sex dolls.
Yeah.
Right? Find out.
Correct.
Couldn't even do your plankton voice well.
I
said you didn't even do like your plankton voice well. It's correct. That's a nifty hat. Can I make her wear that outfit the rest of the time?
Saucy.
Saucy cowboy hat.
That's a position I'd like to try one day. Cowgirl.
You haven't tried cowgirl?
Oh no, I've probably tried it at least
I was gonna say
200 times.
It's like the most obvious second position. Like, now what do we do?
No, like that's my favorite position because it allows me to grab booty and I don't have to do any work.
It's very true. All those things are great. Or you could do the reverse Bavarian, do the same thing. I don't know if the reverse Bavarian is a position, but I sure hope it is.
I know the Bavarian is a position. I'm guessing it has to do with a cream pie of some sorts.
It happens right at the end. Sometimes in the middle. Unexpectedly, when the phone rings and you get surprised.
Or maybe it has to do with a pretzel. I like how there's no sound effects for this.
There you go. You spoke too soon. They just didn't have the... Oh, wait.
Not to mention there was no specific stinger for that. It was just the same music that was playing in the overworld.
Those people survived somehow.
Yes, I know I'm being critical. I get derisive and...
You get catty.
Yeah, when I'm...
How do I afford... I should have 4 people in my party now.
It's never fun watching other people do turn-based RPGs.
I wish I could take that off.
Tough ring.
Yeah. I wish I could take that off of him, but it won't let me. Same thing with his materia. It just...
Look at that. His hair spells M for Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Mephiroth.
Mephiroth. He's a speech impediment in his name.
Mephiroth.
Holy shit, I didn't realize that Revive took that much stats from you. That's crazy. God, his materia is worth like fucking 10 million. Woohoo! Yeah.
Level 1.
There's the one, like, that's the materia that you can get later that'll allow you to get sneak attacks to fuck him up the pooper.
God, he has like 10 times your health. 30 times your health.
Well, take a look at the stat differences.
Yeah.
Especially in Vitality.
Why is he even, like, taking you around with him, then?
Well, you're technically a member of Soldier, so it's kind of like the guy.
So he's just a very high-ranking guy.
Yeah, so he's one of the highest ranking. You're one of the lowest. Like, this is your first mission. You just got lucky to be assigned with Sephiroth.
Ooh, Sephiroth!
Of course, some of these battles you just die in the first go. And sometimes he'll be stuck. Like, there's actually like sometimes there's like bugs that'll happen in this game.
Is he the one, like, is the computer controlling him?
Yeah, I don't control him. I only control Clouds. All I can do is attack. But
that's boring. So you're playing as the shitty guy that's the suckiest bunch of suckers who ever sucked?
Playing alongside one of the most powerful beings in this world.
I would like to play as a powerful being. He's
right?
in my party. I feel like it's well within my means.
You would think so, but no. You would think that would be the case.
Look at all this guy and how powerful he is and all the fun he's having. Look at it. But that's all you can do. Fuck that. Can I play as it? No. You get this dinky level 1 guy over here.
But what can happen is these things will attack and kill Cloud, and if that happens before his turn, he'll revive you, and then you'll die again, and he'll just be stuck in a loop where he keeps reviving you instead of actually killing the enemy.
Oh God.
See, he just kills everything on it as soon as his move starts.
Yeah, I see that.
And you don't get experience in these fights either.
Because you're not doing anything.
Yeah, which doesn't quite make sense, because you should get some experience, because you start out at like what, level 5, level 7. So they could give you some experience for this.
You know this game far better than I do.
I think it's 7. His materia skills, I think, don't even use his MP for some reason. Just give him an infinite amount, just so that way you can't fuck up and just keep forcing a fight.
Yeah, but that also means that he can revive you infinitely and get stuck in that loop.
Right. You could just be stuck in it forever.
Oversight. That's pretty.
This is how materia naturally forms. And you get to see how it unnaturally forms. It's a wiener. It makes dildos.
Why is she dressed like a cowboy?
I don't know why she's dressed like a cowboy. It's what young...
Just back from the strip club?
I think it's supposed to be like her spelunking outfit. I don't know.
Indiana Jones. You got a Stetson and everything. A Stetson and cowboy boots.
But she's supposed to be showing you through the mountains, so she's the guide. And I guess that's
she's always behind you, though.
I guess that's
the world's most useless Sherpa.
That's her Sherpa outfit. They're talking about what the life stream is.
Ha 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 ha.
Basically gave him a lesson and then he didn't learn anything at all. His dad.
Hojo. The kids can call you Hojo.
Yeah, so there's the life stream, which is like the life of the planet, which Shinra has been sucking out and using basically as nuclear power. TV Tropes makes a great joke about there being kind of a broken Aesop in this one, because the energy that they go from is like, using nuclear power is bad. You know what you should use? Coal. the energy.
That's much better.
Right, the energy supply they end up using in the long run is coal, because it's better.
It's cleaner.
It's better for this planet, at least. You're not using you're not using the spirit of your dead grandfather to power a light bulb.
It's like 1940s. Well, in a way, you could be using your great 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 grandfather to be powering it through coal.
There's no way to go about it. You're always using your relatives to power the light bulbs. At least it's not their soul, it's just their remains. That's slightly nicer. No cowgirls allowed.
Darn it.
What?
Sexy.
Are they filming a porno outside?
Is that why she brought that outfit? It all makes sense.
Wait, did I do it? No, come on. There we go. I love the Mako reactor theme. Sounds like such depressing music. Nice and mechanical.
Orthotics.
That underwear to straighten out my poontang. It doesn't quite sound as right when you refer to it as a noun, does it? Why is he trying to open the lock?
What the fuck's a Genova?
Oh, he knows what it is, apparently.
Is it the eyeball-titted woman?
Yeah, yes, without a head. You're about to see why it doesn't have a head here shortly. Ah.
So what are all these pods then? More
He-
clones of Jurgensen or whatever?
Yes, they're more clones of something that they're trying to make like Sephiroth. So they have the Mako running through this. How the fuck? Okay, there we go. And inside are people.
Ew. So it's like that all the flesh just ripped off and trying to form again or something?
I guess. More of that lovely character design. So anyone who goes through Soldier gets a little dose of Mako, which is basically like, radiating them. And in this case, it's even more so, making horrible monsters. And I guess they're trying to make super soldiers?
That's how we do it in America. Inject
Right.
them full of plutonium.
Strengthens their bones. So now he's catching on that he might have been made this way.
So he's having a tantrum.
Yep, smacking his sword against the tubes.
Doesn't look like he's doing much.
Making a nice kawang sound. Jesus, that sword is big.
And yet he can't do shit against these pods.
That one went on the fritz, though. So is that person just dead? Are they alive? Do they wish they were dead? Because you don't have any other interaction with him.
Yeah, is he sentient? I guess is the.
Well, he
the
was
big
a
one.
person. Maybe this is him speaking.
No, I think that's Cloud.
Oh. Where do you think all the monsters came from? Monster camp?
Is that like a concentration camp for monsters?
You wish. You wish that were the case. Instead, it's where they're made.
Jews were made in concentration camps.
I don't think too many. I'll just keep talking. I'm like through half of it, I think. This is one of the more annoying parts because it makes you do the same thing, I think, 2 or 3 times in a row.
Is that a fact?
As you're about to see.
Hard to see with your eyes closed.
You're just taking a
And
nap.
your head tipped back.
I wonder if he's going to start snoring soon. That's how I snore. I snore, wake myself up, and roll over to a position where I don't snore in.
See, being overweight doesn't have anything but perks. You know, there's got to be some cons. That's one of them. Your fat is literally bearing down on your trachea, causing you to snore in horrible, disgusting ways.
All right. Should hear my dad snore. It's like an airplane powered by lawnmowers.
Powered by tinier lawnmowers.
Just a series of lawnmowers all the way up. There's a little secret room that we'll go into there later. So I can't go in there now. So there you go.
So she's prehistoric. The dominant species on the planet, and she'll destroy us all to make it happen. Destroy us all!
Sort of, but using the word prehistory implies that there was nobody there to write it down, but apparently somebody did? But I get where you're coming from.
He said prehistoric himself.
Oh, did he?
Yes. Just quoting.
My mother's name was Genova. This is called the Genova Project. Is that a coincidence? No. Sephiroth, not the brightest.
She was Genova, not something like plain like Sheila.
Right. Or Gladys.
The Gladys Project.
My mom's name was Gladys. I kind of want to do that one time. Just spend a month doing nothing but reading books. I don't know how riveting scientific journals would be, but that.
And how much you would actually retain.
I still retain quite a bit of other books that I've read.
Yeah, but for a month straight.
No, fair enough. That would be a lot to just kind of process. But I enjoy reading. Pretty good retention rate. So I did that once. So now I think I have to do it here again. I think there might even be a third time.
So why are they here?
This was a place that Shinra was using as their headquarters to document the information behind why they were doing all that stuff.
And then they just decided to abandon it for no reason?
Yes. Well, I think they were doing all this before Sephiroth was born. But
sounds an awful lot like the plot of Resident Evil 1. A mansion with horrible experiments being used on, and you end up having to fight the horrific things in said mansion.
You do eventually when you actually come here, but that's a while away. Sephiroth seems different.
Did he dye his hair?
He's a bit more moody and touchy than he was before. He also keeps wanging pods with his sword.
And singing NSYNC songs to himself.
Tell me why. This ain't nothing but a heartache. Wait, is that oh no, it's a bone. I thought his sword was lying there. Ha ha ha. Oh no, he's turning into Tidus! Run!
Ha ha ha! What? I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, his logic is a bit strained.
So the Jews.
Yes. The funny thing is he's not right about this. Well, he's right about that part, but he thinks he's a Cetra. He's not. See, he thinks that the Genova were actually Genova was one of the Cetra, or one of the ancient people. It wasn't. The Genova is just an alien species that lands on the planet and tries to consume like life from it, and just basically a space-wide wandering virus, just to take over.
And he was its son.
Yeah. Professor Hojo did experiments like he did with those two, where it's just like, well, let's just put them together and mate. He just took Genova cells and infused it into a woman, and then impregnated her, and then that was where Sephiroth came from. So he's made from these cells of this Genova.
Well, how come he doesn't feed?
Well, he doesn't realize that he has these powers yet. He just knew that he was different and more powerful than those around him, but he didn't know that he had this ability, and he's tapping into that now, and he will be, and he eventually tries to. I think his goal is to, in like the long run of the game, is to summon Meteor to strike down, kill all the life on the planet, put it all down to the life force, and then just suck all of that essence and then move on to the next planet. Basically become a god. Well, this isn't right.
It wasn't on fire a couple of minutes ago.
Mom must have left the stove on. Just imagining him stepping outside, just fire 3. Just have story and gameplay non-segregation. Yes. Because I ain't gonna piss on you to put you out. I guess your mother dies in this fire too.
No! It's the sand people. It's always the sand people.
Are they part walrus? I don't know why he killed that construction man. This famous cutscene from 7.
That?
Yeah. Sephiroth standing in the flame and then walking back through it. I think they made like an HD update for like the movie and some of the other stuff. Do they not show it in Kingdom Hearts? I can't remember. I don't think they do. Or something like that in Kingdom Hearts.
I don't think they show anything about Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts other than just
the fight.
Just the fight.
And a really kick-ass version of One Winged Angel.
Yeah.
Papa, fun bags.
What? Oh, I thought it was gonna be his last words.
Just fun bags.
No, Sephiroth.
Oh.
Bring me Sephiroth. He was always the good one.
Tell your mother I
Disappointed.
Tell your mother I loved her boobs.
But I hated her guts.
It'll open because he said please.
Sounds like a mother.
He didn't say the magic word, Sephiroth. Yeah, I'm assuming she's level 1 as well here.
How did she not die?
They asked that question.
Boo! Boo!
He only slashed her tits.
So they deflated a little that day.
Huge scars across them.
No, those are just plastic surgery scars.
Well, she tells everybody she got it from a sword fight. I'll just put you over here with the rest of the corpses. Just don't.
Fun bags in the furnace.
Just don't look inside. You'll be fine.
Looks like Jason Voorhees.
That's his mother.
It's Jason X. That's a lot of blood.
It's one of those days.
That time of the month.
6 fucking 55-gallon drums worth. Easy, I cast fire.
Fire 3.
His hair was clipping through itself right there.
Yep.
Don't use words like magic, and then he uses magic.
It's to show that he's abandoned all of his previous notions of his past life.
So creepy.
Yeah, how slow he's doing it. What the fuck is he doing?
Detaching her from it, because there's actually a piece of her that's in there.
Huh. The tit thing? The eyeball tits?
I think so. And then there's another part of her. Oh no, that's all of her there. Well, part of her at least. She's still got her head though.
So it would seem. I'm Jesus Christ!
It's pretty close to the allegory. And now the epic fight. Well done. Well done. Obviously this does
How
not...
anticlimactic.
Right? Obviously that does not sit well. And so then I defeated the most powerful human on the planet.
Lopped his head clean off.
I was using a Vorpal sword and rolled a 20.
Snicker snack. Why do they do quotation marks for text boxes? Sort of seems redundant.
I don't know. That's a good point, though.
Unless they're every single line of dialogue is them quoting someone else.
This is what somebody else would say. No, because sometimes there are text boxes which are noises or like oomph. I don't know if that's really a quote or like dialogue, but sometimes it's just text.
So why did Sephiroth just have that change of heart?
Well, he found out that, you know, Shinra was doing the experimentation on people, which he wasn't quite sure of before.
And that makes me want to kill and burn down an entire village of innocents.
Then he went when he went to the village and then found out like exactly what the source of himself was. Figured out what he was as a person, or maybe not a person.
And then I burned down a village.
Those beautiful tits were wrecked, sliced clean through them.
They ain't fun bags no more.
Now they're sad bags.
Sag bags. Droopy bags.
That's all Stitch Face has got to say.
And he's not even going with him. He's a part of your party. Why the hell would he... Wouldn't you have that in your inventory if he gave it to you already?
Well, technically he wasn't in the party there for that little stint to get to here.
Must resist urge to do. Color joke.
He just gave me a little cell phone. How much time have we used?
We're at 50.
Ah, okay. Maybe I just want to call it there for now.
Is there anything you can do in 10 minutes?
I can get an enemy skill. I can go do that.
Well, do you need to? Are you going to do that anyways? Or is that just to pass time?
It's just to pass time.
Well, then fuck that shit. We're doing stuff that only is exactly pertinent to the plot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's that whole section of the story trimmed down to about, what, in 50 minutes? That's pretty good. Well, 45, actually. I did part of that was fights.
And us bickering.
Normally it takes Normally it takes about 2 hours. That's if you actually read it, and I intentionally pick some options that skip some things. But there you go. That was what, part 7? Part 7 of Final Fantasy 7. Oh, our eyebrows are going mad.
You just can't see.
Yeah. Wow.
I have to admit, the plot has thickened, like my dick.
So next time when you
I
come,
do hope to see more from this Cloud fellow.
So when you come back next time, I'm gonna get my first summon, run into some chocobos, and I'll show a strat as to how to get one of the better enemy spells in the game pretty early on. So that way it's useful for like some later boss fights, really wreck shit. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and
just one thing, I want to set the record straight. I ain't got nothing against this game, I just have the world's shortest attention span.
It's already gone.
What?
Have a good night, folks.
Good night, everybody.
I want my money back.